It is my great pleasure to get together with you tonight to celebrate the most important holiday of China, the Spring Festival. First of all, on behalf of the Chinese Embassy in Guyana, I wish to extend my sincere greetings to Guyanese people, members of the Chinese community and the Chinese companies in Guyana. I wish all of you good health and the very best of luck in the Chinese Lunar year. 3 weeks ago, I arrived in Ghana and began my post as Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the People's Republic of China to the Cooperative Republic of Ghana. Since setting foot on the land of Ghana, I have received the heartfelt hospitality and the friendship of Guyanese people. In just 3 weeks, Prime Minister Nagamoto and many ambassadors had a cordial meeting with me, showing the profound friendship of our two countries. This is the first Spring Festival my wife and I have in Ghana with Chinese communities, and I feel the same warmth and joy here like home. I'm very delighted to work and live in this beautiful and energetic country. I spoke to Prime Minister today. China is a small country, but with huge population. Ghana is a big country with less population. So to promote the friendly, cooperative relationship between China and Guyana, my colleague let me to introduce something about China. I do think that maybe it's difficult for you to understand, but anyway, the prepared version, I have to finish my job. Ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2016, facing the complex international situation, China has made steady progress in carrying out the missions of deepening reforms comprehensively under the strong leadership of the Communist Party of China Central Committee with President Xi Jinping at the core. Somebody could not understand why we use the word as the core. During the supper time, I think if you have time, I could explain why we say this. Under the strong leadership of Chinese Communist Party, a Central Committee with the President Xi Jinping at the core, we made a good start of the 13th five-year national development plan. And you know, we have every 5 years, we made a national plan. So last year is the first year of 13th five-year plan. This year is the second, which spans from 2016 to 2020. We actively accelerated the process of building a moderately prosperous society in all around the way. We characterize China now as really the biggest task for us to accomplish by the year 2020. We will accomplish to build the moderate prosperous society in all respects. Last year, we have made important steps in terms of supply-side structural reform. I think you cannot understand why we mention supply-side structural reform and achieved remarkable breakthroughs in the reform of national defense and the military. We are struggling with the supply and demand. We found that a lot of problem in Chinese economy, so we have to make reform from the beginning of supply side, then to coordinate supply and demand. We have also made constant improvement in people's living standards and have achieved good accomplishment in all fields of our work. We still have 60 million population in China living below the poverty line. That means they spend only $1.9 a day according to the UN standards. So under the background of our continued sluggish world economy, China has achieved a 6.7% economic growth in 2016. So this growth really normally is about 7%. Now we lower speed. That's China has achieved 6.7 economic growth in 2016, contributing to this very important figure, 30% to the world economic growth. China's economy remains engine of the world economy and has been making continuous contribution to the common prosperity of the world. Looking back to the year 2016, this I think not everybody understands. The sixth plenary session of the 18th CPC Central Committee was held. The major deployment of comprehensively strengthening party discipline was made. We have four we call the comprehensive strategy. One is build moderately prosperous society. Second, deepening the reforms. And the third, the rule of law. The fourth is strengthening every element of the party. And we found that party building is very crucial for Chinese development. So last year, this is very important that we have done the 16th plenary of the CPC Central Committee was held and a major deployment of comprehensive strengthening party discipline was made. We held grand ceremonies to mark the 95th founding anniversary of CPC. So 95 years. That's Chinese Communist Party now. This year will be 96 years old. Last year, 95. And also we have the 80th anniversary of the triumphs of a long march by the Red Army. This is also Chinese history, which gathered the people's strength to push forward. We successfully held the G20 Leaders Summit. I know everybody can know this summit was held in Zhejiang, Hangzhou City. It's a very beautiful, nice city. Sharing our thoughts with world leaders and proposing our ideas. We also pushed forward One Belt and One Road initiative, and many countries along the roads widely recognize and actively participate in the initiative. The concept and initiative of the One Belt, One Road now, along this road, 65 countries, neighbor countries along this road. Now this concept is well recognized by the international community. Ladies and gentlemen, Guyana is an influential country in the Latin America and the Caribbean region. The Chinese government places high importance to the relationship with Guyana. Since establishment of diplomatic ties in 1972, this year is 45 years anniversary. Thanks to the concerted efforts, the friendly cooperative relationship between China and Guyana has been developing constantly and steadily in the manner of mutual respect and support and equal coexistence. Both sides share similar views in international affairs and support each other. We have witnessed continued visits of all levels, sound progress of economic and trade cooperation, and frequent people-to-people and cultural exchanges. The friendship between our two peoples have been deepening day by day. Chinese companies in Guyana complies with laws and regulations that fulfill their social responsibility. With the support from Guyanese government and the company's business activity promote our common interest and create win-win results. The travel batch of Chinese medical teams to Guyana and other medical corporations make possible contribution to the health and the social development of Guyana. The Confucius Institute has become an important platform of our cultural exchanges. Just recently, His Excellency President Granger designated January 12th as the Chinese Arrival Day to recognize the contribution of the Chinese community, which demonstrated long-lasting and deepening friendship between China and Guyana. On June 27th this year, we will commemorate the 55th anniversary of establishment of our diplomatic relations. We will take this opportunity to organize a series of activities to celebrate the significant moment in the hope of further enhancing our bilateral relations. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spring Festival is a fresh start for the year ahead. As a new ambassador to Guyana, I recognize that there are great potentials and broad prospects for cooperation. I'm willing to work with Guyanese people and all the communities here to further enhance our friendship and broaden our practical cooperation. President Xi Jinping said we should roll up our sleeves to work harder in the new year. This is the message by the Chinese president for the New Year message, to call on Chinese people to roll up our sleeves to work harder in the new year. I believe that with the concerted efforts of the two governments and the peoples, we can bring our friendly and cooperative relationship to a higher level. Finally, I wish all of you good health, happiness, and the best luck in the year of Rooster. To my fellow Chinese, 祝愿大家在新的一年里身体健康，阖家幸福，万事如意，鸡年大吉。Thank you very much. 我们节在哪呢？ Okay, now I would like to propose a toast. Where is it? Okay, please. To the House, His Excellency Moses Nakamoto and Ms. Nakamoto, and distinguished guests, to the ever-growing friendly relationship between China and Ghana, and the friendship between our two peoples. Cheers. Okay.
Guyana welcomes you, Excellency, and Madam Lian Yuli, and I assure you of the friendship and hospitality of our Guyanese people. It gives me great pleasure to join you this evening in celebrating the most important holiday of the year in China, the Spring Festival. We recognize it also as a Chinese New Year, a time of renewal and a time of recommitment. And as on this occasion, it's a time of strength. So on behalf of the government and people of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, on behalf of His Excellency President David Ortiz Granger, on my own behalf and that of my wife, I am delighted to extend New Year's greetings to you, Your Excellency, to the President of the People's Republic of China, President Xi Jinping, and the people of the People's Republic of China. Our felicitations and warm wishes extend to you, Excellency, and your family, your staff of the Embassy, Guyanese of Chinese ancestry, and the Chinese community of Guyana. As you noted, our friendship started nearly 45 years ago. It was born out of a common desire to build a relationship that produced tangible benefits for the people of our two countries. Since then, the world economy has grown many times over, with invaluable contributions coming from China in aid, trade, and foreign investments. China has become the second largest economy in the world. China has become the leading trading nation and a net exporter of capital. China has now become the third most powerful country in the International Monetary Fund. And of course, today we exchange some opinions which also would go as an achievement and sometimes a sense of bafflement that China was able to fuse the notion of socialism with the bourgeois concept of the rule of law. Later I hope to engage the Chinese ambassador on this issue. Perhaps most significant of all of these successes is that achieved by the currency of China. The one renminbi, as you know today, the Chinese currency has the status of a reserve currency. The IMF has now included this currency as one of only 5 currencies that can be freely used in international trade and can be included in the foreign reserves of countries for that purpose. Excellency, Guyana feels honored to have a friend that has been able to demonstrate how effective international trade and capital flows can be in bringing immeasurable economic success for itself and the international community as a whole. It serves to remind all of us of our mutual dependence on each other and the common responsibility that we have towards helping to improve the human condition. The opportunity for economic expansion and human development rests on open trade relations and greater flows of foreign investment, and Guyana is pleased to be part of that system. Guyana therefore looks forward to being able to continue doing business with China in an atmosphere of mutual respect in keeping with the aspirations and capacity of our countries. We believe this to be possible given the commitment of globalization that President Xi Jinping made at Davos, Switzerland a few weeks ago. Excellency, Guyana and China have worked closely not only at the bilateral level, but also at the regional and international levels on matters of interest to our countries, whilst enjoying frequent contact in the political, diplomatic, economic, and cultural arenas. China is an important development partner to Guyana and continues to play a critical role in both the public and private sectors, as evidenced over the years by its investments and assistance programs. Conscious of the value of our friendship, I wish to express on behalf of the government and people of Guyana our appreciation for the generous assistance that has been made possible by the economic success enjoyed by China. China's assistance to Guyana spans many areas and has made an impact on our lives in several ways. We are grateful for the construction of the Ottachong Convention Center, the offer of exchange programs for journalists, security personnel, and other professionals. We are grateful for the services of your medical brigade and for the assistance to expand and improve Guyana's public infrastructure, public safety and security, and to provide language and cultural support. Excellency, Guyana has consistently supported the One China policy because we believe in the sovereignty and indivisibility of states, the importance of which Guyana knows only too well as a consequence of the risks posed to our own sovereignty and indivisibility stemming from a contrived controversy. Like China, we seek a peaceful solution to any controversy and welcome the intention of the Secretary General of the United Nations to ensure the use of a peaceful mechanism to bring the unjust claim to our Essequibo region to an end once and for all. Guyana looks forward to China's continued support in this endeavor. Excellency, as you know, the government of Guyana has embarked on this quest for the realization of a green economy. We have taken note with much appreciation of the efforts of the government of the People's Republic of China to also achieve a green economy with the inclusion of climate action in your government's 13th five-year plan, 2016 to 2020. Like China, Guyana is a signatory to the Paris Agreement on climate change and has adopted the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda, which provides a framework for the realization of the green economy. Our work in this regard will ensure that our resources are exploited in a responsible manner that ensures the sustainability of our planet as we provide for the needs of our peoples. Guyana looks forward to working with China and other countries on achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. In this regard, Guyana looks forward to continued cooperation with the government of China as our countries embark on the path to make our countries green and provide a good life to all of our peoples. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like now for us to raise a toast in this year of the rooster to the health and happiness of President Xi and to the people of China, and to our long-standing special friendship and cooperation. Happy New Year. May you have peace year after year. And I'll venture a little Chinese. I used to know one who was about 15 years old. Kushi Niang Kai Li Sai Sai Pingang. All those words mean Happy New Year. Thank you.